Welcome to Professor Vhargon's School of Law. There's really no documentation available on how to make laws as far as I could find, so I've decided to make my own. It's this. This is it. You're watching it right now. Probably got into this page, messed around with it a bit, and then closed the site and got back into the game. Fair enough. It's pretty difficult. I'm here to make it less intimidating for you by providing a framework for you to learn from. Laws are constructed from three different types of selections, which we will call structures, variables, and values. Structures will decide how many variables and values we can use and how they interact. Variables are numbers that can change based on gameplay, and values are numbers you write yourself. Here's a law I wrote. Let's break down what selections fit into what categories, and then rearrange them for it to make more sense, because right now this interface isn't very intuitive. These are the structures, these are the variables, and these are the values. Now, let's just... There we go. Okay, this will make a lot more sense. Let's just quickly go over what this law does. Prevent action at the top there doesn't actually prevent anything, it just means this law is triggered by an action, in this case harvesting beans. I always add and performed by you, because I don't want to risk it triggering for everyone whenever someone else harvests beans and so on. So, whenever beans are harvested, and you are the bean picker, you will be taxed a calculated value from your Vhargon credit wallet. This value is equal to the number of times you have picked beans multiplied by 2. Let's just swap and forth between the original view of this law and my rearranged, easier to understand version so you can see where things are. Okay. Before, after. Before, after. Be sure to pause if this is too fast for you. Before, after. Alright. Hopefully, this is enough to kind of get and understand the framework. It gets a bit more complicated with some parts, but by looking around all the options, you should be able to figure out the rest of it yourself. The tricky part is just understanding why the heck certain things are laid out the way they are. It was confusing for me, like, even as a programmer. Because it's just not the way it would be laid out in code. So, yeah. Bye.